Hey, Leo, intuitive soul coach here with your December 2023 love and family reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Leo, what on earth do you have going on here? In the recent past, you have the cow skull. This is about an abrupt ending. Something came to a halt. Something came to a standstill. This is the past, though. So this could be the last 5 weeks or the last 5 months where there was either a relationship. This could be communication came to a halt. For others of you, maybe it has to do with your belief system. But then we have the present month here of December. We have some intense passion, the cinnamon stick here. And cinnamon is an aphrodisiac. It can make you feel all sorts of feels. And so you go from this abrupt ending to something quite delicious here in the month of December. And I feel like there could be a spark, there could be some time that you spend with another person, or this is you feeling good about who you are, feeling good in your own skin. This is about you allowing yourself to open up to new experiences. You're not letting some sort of ending hold you back. This is actually the catalyst that is projecting you into some really amazing things, not just now, but down the road. So in the near future, you do have the books card. You've gained knowledge about a situation. You've gained the wisdom. Whenever the books card shows up, I feel like there was invaluable lessons that needed to be learned around a relationship or around a soul lesson that you've contracted to learn. And it could have been difficult. It could have been quite interesting for a lot of you. For some of you, it could have been a commitment that you were part of, or it could be, I'm getting here with the Hierophant in your past as well. There's something here unconventional about love for you. Maybe some of you are in some sort of an unconventional relationship. I mean, it could be same sex. It could be different age background. There could be something that you are doing a different way, and it may have shocked some people. Now, for others of you, though, I feel like this could have been a high-level commitment you were a part of, and it may have came to, a halt for whatever reason. But you've gained something. There's some knowledge that you didn't have before, or some wisdom that is now acquired. So I like the book showing up here for you because you're not going to repeat the same mistakes. You're not going to let someone come in and maybe sweep you off your feet. And maybe that's what someone is trying to do here as well with this cinnamon stick, this intense passion. I mean, they could if you want them to. It doesn't have to be the person of the past. But for some of you, because you do have the books in the near future, you're putting your thinking cap on and you're not letting necessarily your emotions get swept up in some sort of turmoil because you don't want to head down that path again and then someone ghosts you, right? So I feel like you've learned a lot. Now, what you don't see coming here, or part of your advice from Spirit, is you do have the spices. So you have 2 cards that say, get ready, Leo. Things are about to get spicy here for you. It doesn't just have to be a love or romantic interest. This could get, spicy when you're at a family gathering. There could be some truth bombs that come out. There could be, maybe a family member brings someone new to the family and maybe they shock you, they surprise you. Maybe someone else comes out of the closet or something of that nature. And what's right behind it is lasting commitment. This is the knotted rope. This is what you want. You want something that is fun, something that you can trust, something that is connected, not severed. Because they're giving me like a severed rope or severed tie. Maybe some of you have tried to sever yourself from a situation and now you'll be able to do so in a smooth way. Okay. It's like, okay, I wake up one day, and even though this was difficult, I'm stronger than I was yesterday. Okay. So I definitely feel like you are heading towards some lasting commitment here. Now, if you're in a partnership or relationship, this could even be maybe someone's job may have ended, or, there could have been contact with a family member that had come to an end and you and your partner had to figure out how to deal with that together. So please take it as it resonates. The ending could be anything in your life. Now, starting off here, you're coming in from the cold. Okay, Five of Pentacles is the overall energy. When the Five of Pentacles shows up, this is about opening yourself up to love, right? You can see here, it's almost like runaway bride energy. I also feel some of you, maybe you've heard that saying, always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Someone could have been involved in a commitment or a marriage with another person who said they ended it. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But I feel like you were maybe on the outside looking in is kind of what I get. But now you're able to learn from that experience. You have the necessary knowledge to move on or to move forward and make decisions that are in your highest good. But man, oh man, there's a lot of like passion showing up here. Even though, let's see, yeah, we have below you Five of Wands. I'm just going to tell you, Leo, some of you, this was like breakup passion, or it could be lusty, maybe even forbidden fruit. This could be, because I mean, you have the Five of Wands in reverse, you have the Tower, you have the Page of Wands. It could be a little bit of immaturity where something makes you hot and bothered, right? Hot and bothered at the same time. So you're bothered by it, but it also makes you quite hot. I know it sounds like a little bit of a, conundrum here, but I feel like you're working on letting your defenses down, but at the same time, you're setting healthy boundaries. So there's this polarity that's happening within you, and it doesn't surprise me with Libra in the South Node, which is all about balance, karmic situations, things of that nature. But this is something that is one-sided. If someone is telling you that they want to commit, or that they've ended things with someone else, or, this is one-sided. Some of you may have ended something with someone else around you because it wasn't reciprocal. It wasn't reciprocated in the way that a healthy relationship should be. So, I mean, this hot and bothered energy could be something brand new coming in for you after a situation has ended. Okay, so I feel like you are wanting to love more, love more. In the background, it looks like there's some sort of concert, music festival here. This is crossing your energy. So there is gifts here. There could be gifts that someone gives you. This is the holiday season here in the United States. So if you're celebrating, you could get a gift from someone. It could be a makeup gift. They may say, I'm really sorry that I said those things, or I'm really sorry I did that, but I want to make it up to you. Okay, I mean, this could be petty arguments with a spouse, with a lover. It doesn't have to be as, potent and powerful as a full-on breakup, but it's definitely a little bit of that argumentative back and forth energy here. Six of Pentacles, going back and forth. I also see with this Six of Pentacles crossing your path here, you go from the 5 to the 6. So there is growth, there's healing, but I also see that you're more wise now, or you are more mature, or you've learned some lessons, and maybe someone else is not evolving as quick as you, or maybe they are just not on the same wavelength, or they don't understand things. You could be really deep and maybe they're surface. Maybe you have more experience behind you and they don't have very much. Maybe you are quite emotional where they don't know how to talk about their emotions, because I'm just getting here that there's something that doesn't quite feel balanced, but the two of you together, it does feel like, the yin and yang. Yin and yang energy is what I'm getting here. Now, what's below you is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands in reverse. When the Five of Wands in reverse shows up, this is criticism, right? This is competitiveness. This is needing to work together instead of, pointing fingers, competing. I feel like there's someone in the past that could be this abrupt ending, or maybe it's still a cycle you are phasing out. But it's like you say black, the other person says white. You say up, they say down, right? It's like that fire and gasoline energy that just fuels. And for some of you, the other person could get really drawn in or addicted or attracted to that energy. It really is a thing, especially if they haven't healed some childhood wounding. That could be something that feels familiar and comfortable to them, even though it's far from feeling good, right? That drama, it's like the drama is a drug in itself. And the Five of Wands here is saying someone could have packed their bags, moved out of the country, moved out of the town, moved out of the home. Okay, because there's bags packed here. Someone may have even given an ultimatum. I'm getting the energy here of ultimatum. Like, if you do that, sorry, I'm done. You need to grow up. If this is a child, some of you, this could be an adult child or someone going to college or school as well, where you let them know that they needed to get a job or they needed to make some life decisions. They couldn't just maybe sit around the house and game or, live off your money, your food without contributing. There has to be some sort of contribution. And for others of you as well, this Five of Wands, if you're single, it just felt like everybody else was a million miles away from you on an emotional, physical, spiritual level. It's like, okay, no, on those dating apps where you swipe, it's like swipe left, swipe left, swipe left. So some of you, there was just a lot of inconsistencies. So in the recent past here, or the past, not recent, but in the past, there was some sort of commitment. You have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about learning. It's about our morals. It's about our beliefs. It can be very traditional. Maybe you wanted things in a traditional setting. Maybe you wanted the marriage, or you wanted the kids, you wanted the family, you wanted the white picket fence, right? Whatever tradition is for you, for your upbringing, I feel like you wanted that, but maybe someone else wasn't on the same page, or maybe you were, but for whatever reason, there was just too much of this bickering, too much of the back and forth, too much of that, opposites. And of course, they say opposites attract, but when it comes to judgment, when it comes to pointing fingers, and when it comes to criticizing, that tends to border on toxic, and it tends to border on unhealthy. And you may have had to work on this, cut ties, end a situation here, or reconsider what commitment means to you. Because I feel like you've given someone another chance, or you've tried to balance it up. You've tried to work on this. Now, what's above you is the Tower in reverse. I like to see the Tower when it's in reverse here. I mean, I don't mind seeing it anywhere in a reading, but this means that you're offering yourself the opportunity to head towards freedom, because you are shattering whatever this traditional thinking is. And you're saying, I don't have to go by the book. I don't have to do things the way that my parents said, or society, or what even my own self said at maybe the age of 21 or, 35. You're going against something here. And I feel like I don't want to say going against the grain, but you're opening up to doing things in a new light, a new way. It's like you're non-conforming. It's like you're standing up for your beliefs, even if that means you're tearing it all down, right? Now, for some of you, you are dodging a bullet. And you did dodge a bullet. If you've ended a situation with someone in the past, or if you were cut short, or if someone cut you off, trust that that was the universe saying, whoa, Leo, we got far better plans for you. You don't need to deal with that energy. Not good. Because in the near future, you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is showing up in the lower polarity here, but the Page of Wands is about an opportunity for growth. It is an opportunity to mature, and this could be someone around you as well. Some of you could even be worrying about maybe children if you have them yourself, or you are giving someone the lesson to mature or grow up by maybe cutting them off, because you could have been enabling them. Okay, some of you could have been enabling them out of the kindness of your heart. It wasn't to keep them stagnant or keep them stuck. Or maybe some of you felt like you were stuck in a situation that you couldn't grow from. It could have been a belief. Maybe your happily ever after dynamic kept you hostage in a situation that was unhealthy or it wasn't growing. It could have been toxic, but maybe that fairy tale fantasy dream that you've always wanted since you were a child, you really fought tooth and nail because you wanted this family. You wanted to make that happen, even if it was difficult, or even if it was at your own expense of your own health, even if it went against the grain here. And that's why you have the Hierophant. So how are you doing? Queen of Cups. I'm loving this here, Leo. You are in your, intuitive wisdom. You are filling your own cup here. You give excellent advice. You're a nurturer. You're a healer. You're compassionate. You're loving. You're empathetic. And a lot of you could even be in the caring profession. You could be a nurse. You could be a healer, Reiki master, tarot reader, something here in the healing arts or intuitive fields. But you're putting yourself first. That's not selfish. So many times that's what society tells us. We have to take care of everyone else, regardless of what they've done to you, regardless of, especially if they're blood, right? If they're family. But are they respecting you? Are they walking all over you? Are they taking advantage? Is it detrimental to stay in this dynamic? Is it detrimental to your health? Is it causing you to manifest dis-ease in the body, also known as disease? And if so, you know your truth. You know your body. You know yourself. You're not going to let anyone take that from you. And maybe you have in the past, but now you're saying, I need to do what's right for me, non-conforming. Even if that feels challenging for other people to face, this is what I need to do for me. So what's happening in your surroundings? Things could be stirred up in the family dynamic. You do have the Ten of Cups. It's showing up in the reverse, but it's showing up nonetheless. So if there were family situations that were a little bit hairy, someone could have been gossiping. Someone may have cut ties, right? This could be a child, a sibling, a parent, a sister, a brother. There was an ending here. Okay, ending of communication, an ending of, I'm just going to go my own way. Don't stick your business. I'm getting here like, don't stick yourself in my business. It's none of your business. I keep hearing that. None of your business. So I feel like there could have been someone who was really sticking their nose where it didn't belong here. And the Ten of Cups, it shook up some family stuff. This could have been family disputes, arguments. Someone may have felt unworthy of love. Perhaps there were unrealistic goals, right? Page of Wands here. You see that she wants to slay the dragon and she wants her Prince Charming to come in. She has the castle in the background. But sometimes life isn't necessarily that fairy tale. It doesn't mean that we can't have our fairy tale ending, but even in the fairy tale, there's still, the witch, or there's still the bad guy, or there's still something that occurs. It's part of growth. It's part of the earthly experience here. But I feel like you know what to do here in this situation, in this dynamic. Trust your inner knowing. Trust your intuition. You can love someone, but you can still detach yourself from their energy so they can grow. And as I always say, you can lead a horse to water, Leo, but you can't make it drink. So whoever this person is, or people, whoever they are, if this is a significant other, a romantic partner, a family member, a friend, if someone's cut you off or been harsh, or maybe you've cut someone off because they were toxic, this is about you being able to bring in that unconditional love, regardless of where someone else is at, okay? Now, in your hopes and fears, you have the Eight of Wands. You are fearing that there is going to be a delay or a cutoff of communication that's going to possibly last forever or alter your life. For others of you, it's about letting go of someone and moving forward with this Eight of Wands. You can see that she's heading towards the mountains. And mountains can sometimes represent some ups and downs, right? Some challenges, some opportunities for growth, but she knows she has to go. She also has the sunflowers there on her cloak. But there's a hand that she's hanging on to here, and she's either saying, okay, you're going with me, we're going to climb these mountains together. But if you're not willing, if you're not ready, if you're not able, then I need to move forward because this is not helping me. Now, Eight of Wands can be about travel, relocating. It could be movement. It's about speed. It is quick moving energy. So I feel the hope here is that there's going to be some sort of maybe communication between you and another that allows you to move forward and to let go of the past. For some of you, you want someone to come up with you. You want someone to level up. You want someone to mature, but maybe they're not ready. We can't force anyone. And the final outcome, this is interesting because both of these came shooting out together. You have the Seven of Wands and the Three of Swords in reverse. So you're saying, whoa, here's my boundary. I ain't going to get my heart broken again, right? I'm not going to let you walk all over me. You've already shattered me once or twice or 3 times or many times. But the Seven of Wands is about you defending yourself, standing up for what you believe. And you may believe that someone is going to hurt you again, or you may believe that this relationship has come to an end, or you may believe that this person, doesn't want to be in your life. I feel that there's something with beliefs that are false. Okay, there is possibly a belief that is false. Let me explain why. Because sometimes when we're in this Seven of Wands energy, we put up a little bit of an armor. We put up, it reminds me of the Tin Man, right? And the Wizard of Oz, putting up that armor. The Tin Man, he's the one that doesn't have a heart, right? So it's like you have a heart. You have a beautiful heart by the looks of it, Queen of Cups energy here. But because that heart has been shattered, taken advantage of, ripped out, pulled apart, stomped on, everything, you name it. It's like sometimes you need to do what is best for you, but I feel like there's also a belief that you have, or this could be about a belief someone has about you. That's what it is. Leo, someone has a belief about you that's just not true, but you're not letting it trigger you anymore. You're not letting it affect you because in the past, I feel like you took this very personally. You were very emotional and you didn't know how to react and you let it get the best of you. But because you have the Books card, it's like, okay, that's a belief that you are projecting and it really is a belief that's not serving you and it's not serving me. So yeah, there is something here with someone stuck in a limiting belief or, repetitive belief that's just harmful. And you're putting a stop to it. You're putting an end to it here. Sevens are about wisdom. They're about insight and awareness. And it's partnered with the Three of Swords in reverse. So you are possibly even healing. You're avoiding a problem. I feel like you know when to fight for something, but you also know when to walk away in a sense, because you know that triggering or fighting with this person, you know how they are, Five of Wands. It's just going to go back and forth. Criticism, judgment, especially if they haven't apologized or they haven't leveled up. They may be the type of person to make everything about them. Okay. I mean, you do have the Hierophant here. You do have, let's see, this Six of Pentacles. So someone that is selfish, they could be all take and no give, where you are definitely a giver here in a situation and you're saying, hold up a second. You're putting your hands out. You may be getting together with your bestie. Or for some of you, there could be a new partnership where someone in the past, you're not letting the past define you. There was an ending here, but you may be getting together here with someone, whether it's a lover, whether it's a best friend, whether it's a sister, and you're saying, we're not going to deal with this any longer. Maybe there's been pressure coming in, but you're putting an end or a stop to something. I really like the Seven of Wands here showing up because someone was always looking for a fight and you're saying no more. All right. Whew. Let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have here for Leo? Wisdom of the Oracle. I do feel like someone wants to come back and offer an apology of maybe why they ghosted you. This isn't going to be for everyone, but someone doesn't want to have a tower. But I almost feel like it's too late, right? The tower, it's already here or it's already happened, or some of you, you're actually avoiding a tower by setting a healthy boundary and saying, nope, I'm not going to let you trigger me. You have the Fates, excuse me. Card 17. This is the Star card in Tarot. The stars are aligning to bring healing, to bring here some sort of knowledge, some sort of wisdom. Some of you could be in a personal year 8, or you may be a life path 8. Or if I didn't say it, maybe you're born on the 17th. Now, this is all about fate and karma. And we talked about that. I've been talking about karma now for a couple of months because eclipse season, Libran season, with Libra in the South Node, a lot of karmic cycles in the personal readings, professional readings, YouTube readings. These have all been displaying that Wheel of Fortune, the Justice, and just a lot of karmic cycles coming to a close here. It says acceptance, that there are things that you cannot change, and knowing what those things are, Leo. Other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you, or, to head in a new direction. It's up to you. You have that free will, but I feel like this now is the time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how you should be so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. This makes sense. For those of you that are wanting to avoid a tower moment because of some sort of belief around maybe commitment or a belief around having that fairy tale, some of you, you've been walking on eggshells. I feel like the outcome, in order for you to get out of some sort of pain or toxic cycle, is to stand up for yourself. What if they are who they are? And whatever is happening between you and this person is perfect from the perspective of spirit. Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally, for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. This goes in perfect alignment with what we're talking about here, because like I said, people try to manipulate, they try to persuade. If you've ever known or met a narcissist, they can make everything about them, very selfish energy. But from the eye of the divine, there's a lot of growth here. But of course, if something is toxic, abusive, or, it's just unhealthy, you've learned some lessons there. And the lesson is to move on. But I am getting that a lot of you are in alignment here with moving out of a toxic cycle, karmic situation, or partnership. And it's difficult to understand at times, Leo, why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all, yet what we do with our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges, is how we rise up and greet our destiny. And this is a very powerful message here, because we can let the past define us and bring us down. We can miss out on a lot of love, a lot of experiences, a lot of things that our soul has come to earth to be a part of, to partake in, right? We're not meant to come here on earth and sit on the bench, but you may have put yourself on the bench for a time being, okay? And that's okay. We need to heal. We need to recuperate, especially if we're out there running a million bases. But it's important for you to give yourself that downtime, but don't let it be a lifelong downtime, okay? This is also talking about being aware of our powerlessness to change certain situations and surrender to acceptance. Hang in there. Life will only get better. And act as if you believe that, for the only thing you can control right now is your attitude. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. And that's what I'm getting here, is alignment. Someone who's meant to come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime, but they are meant to come in and shift this dynamic within yourself. It was like being able to see exactly, what you wanted in a relationship and the type of relationship that you wanted, the emotions that come along with it. And that may be why you have this, passion, and you have this spiritual divine energy backing it up here. Because this could have been a situation that really pulled at your heartstrings. But now you're healing something by standing your ground, putting up a boundary and saying, no more. Whatever that may be, letting someone walk all over you, or, letting someone just talk without you being triggered, because what you say or do not say really makes all the difference. Okay. 7 of Wands, standing up for yourself. Now let's get a message from the crystal spirits. And typically we pull messages from your animal guides, but at this time, Leo, if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And with your eyes closed, I want you to tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first crystal or crystals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be a certain color of a stone. It could be a shape. Perhaps it's a feeling. Maybe it's one that you're wearing right now. There is no right or wrong answer, Leo. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free reading giveaway, where I draw one winner around the 1st of each month, all you need to do is post your crystal in the comment section below. And I personally will enter you into that giveaway. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, who said amethyst? Raise your hand. Amethyst, card 4, which is all about, connecting to the divine, but 4 in tarot is also the emperor energy. So it's about you taking action towards, your highest dreams as well. Amethyst is a really powerful stone when it comes to, unconscious habits, right? When it comes to old patterns that need to be released. And we kept focusing that emphasis on patterns. And that's what we see here with the Hierophant. So for those of you that struggle with the patterns, amethyst can really help you break free. But this is also about familiarity. And remember what we said about a person being attracted to some sort of back and forth volatility or up and down. It's like the highs and lows this person chases. Relationships can be like a comfortable pair of slippers, well broken in, but amethyst is here to awaken you. There's the tower, right? Amethyst is here to awaken you to the exciting possibility of an even richer partnership or relationship with someone you feel a connection to. Step out of the same old and into a new way of interacting. Perhaps something as basic as saying thank you or I love you more often, or speaking your truth with love and conviction, even in relation to seemingly trivial things. Big journeys of healing start with small steps, such as asserting your need to be listened to. Hello, 7 of Wands. She's asserting herself. She's putting her hand up and saying, okay, in order to heal this, I need to feel heard. I need to be seen as well. Let's see here. Even if it's you saying something that might make someone you care about uncomfortable. We can do hard things, Leo. You can do hard things. Or it could be to pause when someone is giving you new information that might make you feel defensive. Oh my gosh, you can't make this up. That's why you have the 7 of Wands, because sometimes our defenses go up. But in order for us to heal, like it says, which we have the 3 of Swords as well, we need to be open to the energy exchange. The energy of rediscovery is calling you to deepen your trust and intimacy. Don't be shy. You can do this. And amethyst calms our minds. It helps us release attachments to all we think we should be doing and allow us to relax into being. Right? Being instead of doing. Meditating with amethyst clears the mind of extraneous thoughts, disengaging us from the busyness of our lives. And December can be a hectic, busy month. You may want to wear this more, carry it with you, put it in your sock, in your bra, in your wallet, in your purse, because it can certainly help us connect to spirit. And it's a wonderful stone that assists us in trusting our intuitive abilities. Hello, Queen of Cups. right? You are feeling intuitive this month. So if some of you feel like you're being pulled in all different directions, or some of you feel like your defenses immediately go up around a person, trust in your intuition here. Amethyst can be your perfect stone for the month of December that helps you through some imbalanced relationship dynamics. That is what I have for you, Leo. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, please do drop your crystals in the comment box below. And if you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. Some of you have not been getting the notifications. If that's the case, you may want to resub and hit that bell button. Or go in and like, comment the videos. Thank you again so much, Leo, for your support, for your love, for your time. Till next time.